Hey, so I'm doing a video for you today for the full moon in Aquarius. I'm making it a collective video, right? I've already done everybody's signs. But I still felt like there was a couple messages that needed to come out for somebody here, right? This Aquarius full moon is gonna be so shocking for you, literally quite shocking. I saw 811 before I had started the video, right? You could be jumping through a portal at this time, something that is kind of expanding on what you've been working on here, right? I feel like you've been expanding a lot of things. You could be reading up. There could be a book on your shelf, right, that you've had, and you go to it every once in a while, but I feel like there's a book that's calling you right now. Pick it up and go read it, right? Pick it up and go read it. What else was I getting for you? I think that's it. Okay, let's get into it. Okay. First out, we have Four of Pentacles. So at this time, you could be holding back from what it is you're really wanting, right? This could be the energy that you've been in or will be in the near future, right? I feel like you've been holding yourself back, right? I feel like you've been holding something else back as well. Seven of Cups, yeah. I feel like you've been holding back out of fear here, right? I feel like you've been going through a lot of indecision. You could have a lot of air in your chart. A lot of indecision. A lot of confusion. I feel like you keep talking yourself out of the choice that you're really wanting to make, right? I feel like you have so many options or choices here, and so many directions and routes, right? Look how many look how many places you can go, right? But I feel like you've been almost holding back from making any real decision here, right? Which is almost silly because I feel like these choices aren't I feel like it's more fears. I feel like the things that you're dealing with, it's not even really out to get you, right? I feel like you're just almost just holding yourself back from it just strictly out of fear, right? And then we have the High Priestess. I feel like you know that, right? You know that. You know, you know why you're moving so silly. You know why you're not moving forward on this project that you're wanting to. I feel like you know that. I feel like you know that your fears are almost silly and that everything's gonna work out and be just fine. I feel like you know that. But I don't think that that's stopping you from holding back or living in a fear space, right? I think you're trying to figure out how to get out of this space, right? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to, I feel like you're growing through it, right? I feel like you're trying to find ways to push yourself past the dirt, the fertilizer here. Push yourself up and actually come on, get out of this, get over this, right? The Seven of Cups here, because we have two sevens. The Seven of Cups, it's spread out, right? It's confusing, it's optiony, it's choicey, you know, a little confusion. But I feel like the Seven of Pentacles, it's in one focused energy, right? It's straight up, it's going vertical, right? It's focused energy. And I feel like you're just trying to figure out how to get back to the focused energy, not as much scattered, right? All over the place, like indecision, right? I feel like you're working on like getting yourself moving, like getting yourself out of this stagnant Four of Pentacles place here, right? Then we have the King of Pentacles here. You could be working with a earth sign masculine figure here. There's a lot of root and sacral work being done that's being healed, right? And I'm getting that with his, he has like a green Santa sweater on, you know? And it's very orangey, very red, right? Lots of healing work, right? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like once you get out of this stuck, stagnant, too many choices, options, energy, and the way starts becoming like clearer for you, and you start like you're able to like picture your direction now, right? Like you're seeing it so much more clearly. And that's going to start focusing you, pointing you into the direction that you're needing to go, right? Like that you're needing to grow from, right? And then you're going to start focusing on all those pentacles, right? Here's the rooting system. Once again, I feel like you're working on your rooting system. That way you can ascend. That way you can grow. That way you can get out of the mud that you're in, right? Because I feel like for a long time you were underground here. Like, I don't even think you had made an appearance yet, right? Scratching my nose there. But out of nowhere, like, here you're showing up. You're popping back out, right? Like, here you come. You're coming. And I think once you're learning to do that, right? I think once you get to this space, then I think you're becoming this King of Pentacles character, right? Like you focused on your coin, you focused on your pentacles, you focused on your rooting system here. And that cultivated this this kingly energy for you here, right? Right. And I feel like it I feel like that gave you the ability to start like taking decisive action, which is where you were struggling with in the first place, right? Like I feel like whatever you had to work through pushed you to almost a breaking point, so it can make or break you, right? And I think it wasn't gonna let you break. I think this energy knew you had to come out and be the King of Pentacles, and I think it was just pushing you to get you to this point here, right? That's all it was doing. It wasn't trying to break you. It was just that's the thing with energy. It's like a tension, a struggle, a frustration, like in birthing processes, right? It's like you're pushing. It's a constant like in and out movement, and then like it finally, you know, like it takes time, like it takes tension, it takes pressure, it takes a lot of hard work for something beautiful to be birthed into the world, right? It takes something it's not just you go to sleep and wake up with a baby, you know, like it takes first it starts with the birds. I mean, it takes a lot of work, right? Like, and I feel like you know that, and I feel like you were just birthing something new into the world at this time, right? You were cultivating a new energy. And that Seven of Pentacles keeps popping up at me. We're cultivating a new energy here, right? All right, let's get into this Four of Pentacles here. First out, we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're holding back from an opportunity for from some money. I feel like you've been holding back from opportunities here, right? You could be holding back your money, your talent as well. We have the Hermit. I feel like you've been holding yourself back, right? I feel like there was parts of yourself that you're working on where I don't think you were seeing like your worth here. And I get that very much so with the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. I feel like that was making you like hold back from a lot of situations, a lot of opportunities that you wanted to deal with, people that you wanted to be around. And that lack of self-worth, I feel like, kind of held you back, kept you from going forward in the projects that you were really wanting to go forward in, right? And I feel like that's the beauty of this Aquarius full moon, is that Aquarian is in its full power, right? And it's letting you be yourself, right? It's like an okay, an allowance of like you being yourself, right? And it doesn't matter how funky, fresh you get, like it's cool, everybody's doing it. You know, like I feel like this at this time, it's the confidence of Leo and the quirkiness of Aquarius and the independence and the innovativeness and like just the allowance of like just being cool with yourself. Like I feel like this is the time for you that's like once again making or breaking you. I feel like it's helping you gain confidence and success, like setting you up for success here, right? And then we have the Queen of Cups that did come out reverse, so I'm going to take it reverse here. And I'm taking this reverse because I feel like I don't think you were following your intuitions. I don't feel like you were. I think you knew that this felt wrong, like this energy that you were in, like the holding back, the isolating, not knowing your true value, your true worth here. Like I feel like you knew that that was wrong, and it was creating like an upset, like a imbalance, a hurt space spot in your soul here, right? And I don't think you were feeling things accurately, right? Like I feel like because you had a lot of negative self-talk going on, a lot of negative thoughts, I feel like that was messing with your intuition. I feel like it was giving you almost like wrong readings. You weren't trusting in yourself, right? Like I don't think you believed in yourself, right? I think you were really struggling with that here, right? Oh, I feel like you could have been like closing yourself off from your intuition, from your gifts here, right? Yeah. Is that an airplane? A car? Something's struggling out there. That's all we need to know. Something is struggling out there, okay. What is this Seven of Cups? We have the King of Swords, right? Too many. I will take this one. I feel like you had to, we have the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you had to make, I feel like you had to get really serious with yourself here. I think you realize like how illogical this energy is, right? Like, look at that. Does that look like the King of Swords? I don't think so. So you had to get like really serious with yourself and leave. I feel like you had to leave some of these options, some of these choices behind, right? Leave some of this sadness behind, right? You could have been in an illusion here that you had to leave a King of Swords behind. I'm also getting that. Yeah, Ten of Swords. I'm also getting that. I feel like there was an illusion of a lot of her words. Like, I feel like you could have thought that somebody had, you know, okay, when I'm hearing somebody talk, I'm not really hearing what they're saying. Okay, I know that's probably really bad. I think you should probably be a better listener, Tara. But I'm interpreting what they're saying. So like when people are talking, like It's like they're hearing, I'm hearing their words, whatever, and I'm interpreting from what they're saying. Okay, sometimes I can remember their exact wordage or whatever, but most of the time I'm just using context clues to help like better understand the situation here, right? And I feel like you could have misinterpreted something here and went off of that. Well, he said that I'll apply, and I don't think they ever said that. I don't think they ever said that, right? It's like almost like what we're creating in our own minds here. And I feel like that's something that you were doing with this Queen of Cups character here. Like, I feel like you were feeling like, they said that my butt looked too big in these jeans, right? And they could have just said, hey, your butt looks real big in those jeans. And you could have interpreted that as like something, they think my ass is too fat now. Like, I feel like you took that and you went something way farther with it than necessary. And I feel like it created like a lot of like hurt feelings, a lot of like, things that, you really had to heal from. Like, I feel like it was wounding, but I don't feel like it was real wounding. That's the thing. I feel like it's self-inflicted wounds. It's something silly like that. I mean, it could have been real words, but I feel like it's more or less yourself. I feel that's kind of been getting in your own way. I feel like you haven't been trusting in yourself here, right? Okay. Sorry. I do that all the time. What's the High Priestess here? High Priestess. We have the 10 of Wands, so we have 2 10s out here, right? We have 2 10s. I feel like you knew that this was causing like burdens, like this way of being. Like I honestly don't feel like this has anything to do with another person at this point. I feel like so far this reading is really involving you, right? Like, I feel like you knew that this way of being, this way of thinking, this way of feeling, I feel like you knew it was like burdensome, right? Like it was heavy. I feel like you knew that. I feel like it was allowing you to like have to carry around all of like the hurt feelings, like the pain, right? Like I feel like you packed up all those birds, right? And you just carried them right along with you, right? I feel like that's what you have been doing. You were almost like making it a part of yourself here, right? I don't want this stack. I feel like you were almost making like the pain like a part of you here, right? We have the Knight of Wands. I feel like there is going to be something that is coming in to completely light your fire, give you zest. Like I feel like you're just completely moving towards something that's like so passionate and so fiery, right? I feel like you're gonna know it when you see it. Like I feel like you're gonna know it when you feel it. Like I feel like there's gonna be this spark in you that that's freeing. Look at her, she's free. And I feel like you're going towards that, right? I feel like you left behind whatever it was that you need to, and you're like, okay, well, it's time to move on, right? I think there had been a lot of hiding energy. Once again, that 4 of Pentacles and the Hermit, a lot of hiding in secret, like a lot of hush-hush energy, right? And yeah, you walked away from that. I feel like there was a lot of parts of yourself that you were hiding from others here, right? Like almost like fearful of like others finding out that you're passionate about this, that you love doing things of this nature, right? We have 8 of Cups. We have 10 of Wands and 8 of Cups, right? there was such a passionate charge for you to get on the ball, like literally get off of your feet, like get off, like get up, move around, get it. Like we have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Like I feel like there was just so much not working, not moving correctly, not so much that you were working with where there wasn't inspiring energy, right? I feel like you know that, and I feel like you're walking away from that. Like I feel like you're having like a whole rebirth, a whole transformation here of anything that was boring, being done in the dark, having to be hidden, making you feel less than, you know, like anything that was making you dim to fit in. Like you're walking away from that. Like that's got to go. Like if this is not putting me in, you go from the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay, to the High Priestess. If you're putting me in this energy, I gotta go. If I'm in this energy, that's where I want to be. That's where I'm at. Like I'm good. And I feel like you know that now, right? And I think you're just moving towards whatever it is that's inspiring you, that's making you feel alive here, right? What is the 7 of Pentacles? We have the Moon. As you are kind of re-emerging yourself here, I don't feel like everybody's I don't feel like it's in everybody's face here, right? The distance you had to grow from was very deep, right? Like you had a lot of healing work to do. You had a lot, like, well, I feel like there's like an average bucket list of like healing, right? I feel like the bucket list for your healing was like twice the size of everybody else's. Like, I feel like you had to go to like the pits of hell to heal yourself. Like you had to go real deep here, right? But because I feel like because you did that depth work, because you did that root work, because you did that healing work here, right? Because you went all the way to the bottom. And worked out that energy, healed that energy, went to the rooting system, nurtured it, right? I'm getting a lot of nurturing energy here. Like I feel like I feel like you've almost just been put into like a very deep space of healing. Like how I'm seeing this, it's like I feel like you almost feel like you're underwater. Like that's how, like, I mean, yeah, Magician. We have the Moon and the Magician. You are having to go this deep. You're having to heal this much because you have something special in you, right? That everybody else doesn't have. Like you might have to have double the healing because you have double the magic. Really is how I'm seeing it. Like the depth of your magic, like the depth of your intuition, how much you really see is so much more than I think you realize at this time. And because it is something that's going to be so big, it's going to require a lot more from you than it would from just anybody else, right? I feel like you've been cultivating your magic here, right? Your gifts. King of Cups. You've been working with vibrations. See, once again, out in the ocean, I feel like almost like as above, so below. Like here he is sitting on top of the water, and then here you are at the bottom. Here's daytime, here's nighttime. right? I feel like there's like a dual nature here that you're working with. Very opposite, very yin and yang. Very magical, right? Whatever this connection is, I feel like it's growing. I feel like you've been working with vibrations a lot. Working through emotions a lot. Where you went from Queen of Cups in reverse, you go to King of Cups upright. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you go from not even having a clear picture to having like complete control over all emotion, right? Like, that's great. What's King of Pentacles here? We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you become you get into this King of Pentacles energy once you start really cultivating your own energy, once you really start working on yourself here, right? Like, here's the Ace of Cups here. Once you find that passion, that spark in your soul here a little bit, like, I feel like you've been doing so much healing work. So much healing work. Like, I feel like you found an alignment that is you're finding people who are in alignment with you for who you really are, right? Not who like you just present to the world here. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, we have Knight of Swords. I feel like you're finding your truth, right? Like, where there was so much, there's so much confusion, so much hidden things. I feel like once you get to this deep space and you go deeper, like, you're gonna start cultivating like abundance, healing, love, truth. You got magic up here. You got growth. Like, it's like an uncertain little baby bird, like, trying to fly out of the nest here. Like, I don't think you know you can fly yet. I think you're still just waiting for your mama to come back. I don't think you know. Okay, what's this Ace of Wands here? When you know, you know. When it's time to leave the nest, it's time to leave the nest. We have the Lovers here with this Ace of Wands. Once all of this healing work, healing energy has pulled through here for you, once you've really gotten into your energy, like the energy that is really for you, I feel like you have such a wonderful, beautiful connection that really is just for you, right? And we have the Page of Swords. I feel like this person brings in ideas for you. I feel like they're inspiring. My legs are very tingly right now. They're very inspiring for you, right? I feel like they came in and like lit your fire here, right? I feel like they've almost been like leading you, like showing you the direction, like where to go. Right. I feel like they've been doing it like almost in a way like where you wouldn't even know it was them, right? I feel like they've been moving very quietly. I feel like this connection isn't something that you've been showing everybody either, right? Like, I feel like this is I feel like this is a connection where you're gonna find you feel more things than you are than you're aware of, right? I I feel like this connection that's coming in for you is a very, very deep one. I feel like that's why you had to go so deep with your healing energy. I feel like that's why you were pulled all the way down here. I feel like this connection is so deep without you going down to the bottom of the ocean, without you being in still, calm, quiet water, like working through like the roughness. Like, I don't think you would have gotten to this connection. It's that deep, right? And I feel like once you've been, somebody's been like helping guide you, show you the direction to get there, like how to get there. Like, no, we're going the right way. We're going, wait, go left. Like, I feel like somebody's almost been like walking you through this process to like get to this place, right? Okay, let's get into a healing card for you. What is one card you can do to help heal this energy? Okay. Watch a movie. So I feel like you are embracing just being able to be the observer here, right? Like, I feel like you're realizing like the outside world's really kind of just a movie, and you're just kind of like sat here to just enjoy it. I feel like you're learning that, and I feel like you're enjoying the little things that kind of come along with the movie, you know, like a cuddly good pet, a warm cup of coffee. Like, I feel like you're enjoying yourself, and you're settling in, and you're getting comfortable. And I feel like you're learning like not to get too attached, because it's just a movie. It's just a movie. It's not that serious. Even if it is that serious, it's just a part of the movie. There's good parts, there's bad parts, there's romantic parts, there's heartbreaking parts. It's just a part of the movie. And sometimes like the bad parts might take a little bit longer to get over. But when you get to the good parts, it's actually like really good, right? And I think you're realizing that. And I think just being in the moment and like enjoying that, like taking things in that help you remember like the beauty of it, right? Like the enjoyment of it, right? All right, guys, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys for the new moon in Virgo. Bye.